Hello and welcome back to another episode of James Games. I'm your titular host. I am James and this is Toy Story on Super Nintendo. Toy Story, what can I say? One of the most legendary franchises going in Disney Pixar history. The original, shall we say, the OG, that just can't be beat. Now, obviously with four movies, potentially a fifth. There's rumors flying around that they're going to be doing a fifth, etc., etc. And it's just like, yeah, it's cool, but I'd rather they didn't at the same time. And it's like, three was just to me the perfect end. Anyway, so the first movie came out 30 years ago. Would you believe it? 30 years ago, and I was one of the lucky ones really to go see it on its original release 30 years ago. I would have been about 7, maybe 8 by the time it came out in the UK. And yeah, I fell in love with it. I instantly wanted a Buzz Lightyear toy, which I got, and I had for many, many years, Obviously did what Andy did, which was, write your name down at the bottom of the boot and everything, because it was mine and everything like that. Oh, good times, man. And what was it? It was in the build-up to the release of Toy Story 3, and they decided to re-release Toy Stories 1 and 2 in 3D. And I even went to go see it then. And, it was just one of them great nostalgias, I would have been about 22, 23, give or take. I think maybe about 22. And yeah, it was just mind-blowing to see it all over again in the cinema, but this time in the wonders of 3D. But anyway, of course, when Toy Story was first released 30 years ago, it got the video game treatment. Now, everybody loves, I think it's Toy Story 2 on PS1, but I felt like giving this one a go, Never played it, so we're going to see what it's all about and have a bit of fun. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay everyone, today is Andy's birthday and we need to find out what presents he is going to be given. Andy's birthday is today. Quick, send the sergeant downstairs with his team of Green Army men to see if Andy has any new toys. Okay, Sergeant, this is a code red. We need a recon post downstairs. Now, how can I help? Sir, remove the lid on the bucket of soldiers so my men can get out. Then find the baby monitor on the shelf and knock it down to my men below. That old army game. Open the bucket of soldiers and then locate the baby monitor and pass it down to the sergeant's troops. The toys will then meet you at the other baby monitor. Good luck and watch out for the trains and planes. So yeah, as I said, I saw the movie, all of those many, many moons ago and everything. And I was, just genuinely blown away by it. It's like, how can one really, just trying to find the best way to put it, not be blown away by it, because at the time, we were all very much entrenched in we were all very entrenched in traditional animation. I do love that they got Ali Ermy here. But yeah, we were fully entrenched in traditional animation movies and everything like that. And we all, don't get me wrong, we all ate it up. We all loved it. No, there was nothing ever against it. But then, when you see something like Toy Story, it was just like, holy mother of crap, It was brilliant. Just one of those generational, oh god damn it, masterpieces. And it's like there wasn't any award at that time for, say, like best animated feature at the Academy Awards or anything, so so we all went ahead and you know, we loved it. What's my point anyway? But yeah, there was no Academy Award for best animated feature. So Toy Story ended up winning like a special award just for, you know, its achievement in animation, which again, you know, you think about that and that's absolutely mind-blowing. Right, so we found the baby monitor. Level complete. That was very short. Total stars 13. 0 continues. Nice. Okay, men, let's move. The army men file out of Andy's room and down the stairs carrying the baby monitor. Alright, take cover, men. Hiding in a large green plant, the troop watches Andy's party from a safe distance. The sergeant signals them to turn on the baby monitor and talks to Woody. Come in, Mother Bird. This is Alpha Bravo. Andy's opened all his presents and there are no toys to replace us. Wait, oh no, a surprise present. Andy's taking it upstairs. Look out! Red alert. Help the other toys get to their places before Andy gets to his bedroom. Rex, Ham and Robot need to go into the toy chest. RC, Car and Rocky need to go under the bed and you need to get onto the bed. So are we in the time limit? Yep, we're in a time limit here. Right, Ham. Can't I just pick you up and whip you? Right, and bombs away. Right, let's keep moving. Okay, there's Robot onto the tennis ball. Or just, can I get all the way up? No, I can't. Right, okay, so gotta find. Oh no, where's Robot going? Uh-oh, this ain't going too well. Should have done that, really. Go, Robot, go! No, Robot! Oh, nuts. This ain't gonna go too well. Okay, at least he runs into the ball, so I've got to time this perfectly. Not as easy as it seems, people. This is... Right, okay. We'll wait for Robot to make his triumphant return. Oh, come on. Is there something I can block him with? Okay, now! Yeah, boy! Right, so... 2, go, go, go! Right, there's old Rexy boy. Stuck between 2, but I can't get up. Let's go, Rex. Come on, faster, faster. He should be easier to get. And there we go. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but that's because Robot. Cheers, dude. But yeah, this is doing rather well on sticking to, like, you know, the main story. Well, there's time up. Damn you, Robot. Right, potato heads in. Let's go! Right, Ham, you do your thing. Robot, you do your thing. Rex down there. Right, next I'm going to be going after Strongman, He-Man. Right, come on. Step back. Too many little obstacles like this. Go, go, go! Right, Rex is there. Gotta beat him to the pump. And it would also help if I could jump onto the damn thing. Right, okay, totally missed that. That's fine, that's fine. Wait for one of them to return. Boom. Right, in goes Rex. Boom, in goes Robot. Let's keep it moving, baby. Right, they're under the bed. I then need to get onto. There we go. Nice. How did I get under it? Must be an accident. Andy's excited about his new toy. I'd better go up and take a look. Hey, Rex, Ham, Potato Head, come and check out Andy's new toy. Hello, are you Andy's new toy? No, I'm Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger, Universe Protection Unit. I'm stationed up in the Gamma Quadrant of Sector 4. What? You think you're a real Space Ranger? Hey guys, Andy's new toy thinks he's got lasers and can fly. Hey, you say he has a laser? How come you don't have a laser, Woody? It's not a laser, it's a little light bulb that blinks. Gee, Woody, sounds like laser envy. Maybe we need a race to settle this. Ooh, a race, eh? Ego check. Try and keep up with Buzz to show that you are just as good a toy as him. Hint, try to swing on the hooks. Swing your pull string to cross the larger gaps. Okay, that's not a good start. Try this again. Ow! Dang it. Ow! I mean, it certainly would help if I was able to hit the damn hooks. Okay, is this actually a race or is this just a level to clear? Ow! Christ! Ow! 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 Yeah, I was just sacrificing myself there. For the greater good. I think this is just a regular level. But the thing is, there's no continues. There we go. Game over. Game over. Well, I mean, like, it's a shame that I couldn't get much further, but, you know, that was probably my own stupidity in thinking that it was a race as opposed to, you know, just like a regular, level. But it is what it is, and these Disney games, obviously, as always, they take no prisoners. There were a few other things I wanted to mention about Toy Story, like, to do with the making of or what have you. Obviously, but didn't really have enough time, so I'm going to pop off 2 of my favourite facts regarding Toy Story. So, to get the animation correct for the Army Men, when they were actually, looking to create how they move and everything, the motion capture men, because yes, there were some, no, not motion capture men, they recorded people who actually had boards attached to their feet and actually watched them and how they would move, and then obviously try and replicate that for the movie. It's kind of like with Snow White. Yeah, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Not the live action remake, but the original 1939 movie. With Snow White, for example, to get the animation, and the thing is, the animation actually looks really smooth and really good. But what they did was they actually recorded everything, so a live action, right? And then they just blew it up and then they traced over it with the designs and everything, and that was incredibly unique. So they probably did something similar to be able to create the movement in a CGI form for the Army Men. And the second thing that I'd like to bounce out about Toy Story is that in the original script, Woody was much more of a dick. Apparently he was kind of think of Prospector in Toy Story 2, voiced by Kelsey Grammer. But just think of Prospector, being a bit old, bitter and what have you, but 10 times worse. That was Woody in the original movie. Apparently he was such an unlikable dick that obviously when they went ahead and started making the movie, they went ahead and was just this hero who is supposed to be the hero is not a hero. He is so incredibly unlikable, which is true, he would have been. So they changed it so he had more just to do with envy as opposed to jealousy or anything not envy, maybe jealousy is the right word, but yeah, they toned down his dickish attitude. And there was a couple of other things as well to do with the character that they changed as well. And the final thing that I'm just going to pop out there is that I think it took around about 3 years to make, something like that. And Tom Hanks and Tim Allen had actually recorded their dialogue whilst they were working on other projects. Primarily, Tom Hanks did it whilst he was working on, I think it was Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. And Tim Allen probably when he was doing sitcom, I forget what it's called, but he was Tim the Tall Man Taylor or whatever the hell his name was. I can't remember. Anyway, that brings me to the end of this episode of James Games, and obviously I'm sorry that you couldn't see more of Toy Story, but it is what it is. I sucked at that 3rd level. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me. As always, if you like it, enjoyed, give it a like. If you enjoyed yourselves, give it a like. Share the video as well, because the more shares, more views, and more views. The more that channel continues to grow, the more I get to do this for you. Subscribe to our -1 Entertainment if this is your first time on the channel. Don't forget to check out the other content that's currently available, because you never know, there might be something that you like. And if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are notified about any and all content that goes live onto the channel. Drop us a comment below. Let's hear some of your memories about Toy Story, the game. Is Toy Story 2 the better of the two? Because I've heard that it is. So if it is, please let me know. If not, then yeah, just say. But thanks very much, and I will see you guys next time for some more fun and some more games. Take it easy, everyone.